actions of the Trump administration are big, political issues, but some of them are kind of personal. When the Doge Bros cut my federal grant to interrupt political violence in the Pacific Northwest, that was personal. And this attack on the Southern Poverty Law Center is also personal. I've worked for many years with the SPLC around the issue of hate groups. You can Google Blazak SPLC and you'll get an interview I did with them way back in 1999. They've been both a resource and a partner. I've been to their headquarters in Montgomery to do work, and I know that they are deeply committed to undoing hate groups in this country. And one of the ways that they've done that is by having informants, paid informants inside those hate movements to find out how they work, and then they can bring them down from the inside. And the Southern Poverty Law Center has been incredibly effective in its legal strategy against hate groups. Here in Portland, after the murder of an Ethiopian immigrant, they brought down a hate group out of Southern California that was behind the skinheads that did that. Next door in Idaho, they totally bankrupted the Aryan Nations compound. They've gone after Klan chapters around the country. This has been an incredibly effective strategy. But the far right has now characterized it as the Southern Poverty Law Center is paying the Ku Klux Klan so they can have a boogeyman to raise money against. That's not what's happening. But because many of these hate groups have supported Donald Trump. I mean, let's not forget the Ku Klux Klan first endorsed Donald Trump in 2016. Because these groups have supported Trump, and a friend of Trump, gets perks, the DOJ has now been weaponized to go after the Southern Poverty Law Center because a critic of a hate group is a critic of Trump, right? That's how they see it. And so they've spun this crazy narrative that somehow the SPLC is supporting hate groups to create more cash inflow. That's not how it works. The FBI has informants in hate groups. I know this because I've met some of them. They're paid for by tax dollars. So the SPLC informants are paid for through donations to the Southern Poverty Law Center. And so as soon as I heard this, I was like, oh, here we go. Here's this fascist attack on the critics of Trump. Where's my checkbook? And the SPLC is getting hit hard right now, and you can help support them in the important work they do by donating to the SPLC. They could really use it right now. Their work is vital. And it's amazing how this has been spun by the far right, who is in bed with the white supremacist. That's all there is to it. So please find the link, support the Southern Poverty Law Center, and welcome to the resistance.